Hey gamers, today we're going to look at the expansion for Heaven and Ale, Kegs and more. Let's check it out. Alright, for the expansion, you'll have this extra board here you'll lay next to your main player board. You got a little horse and buggy cart, nice, easy to put together. You start off with one keg, which are worth half a point at the end of the game, and one hay. And you can only keep up to as many as you have open spaces for. Keep in mind that this space here has 4 coins next to it. That means you have to rent it out for 4 coins to be able to use it. Now, you'll also have these tokens that are your color. You'll shuffle them up and put them in all the little meadows so that when you surround them, not only will you score regularly like you would in the base game, but you also get some of these extra bonuses that apply to the expansion. Now, the setup is very easy. What you'll do is first player will roll this die here, and it'll say, hey, 6. So you count out, starting with the start, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That die stays there. Now, here's the fun part. Every 6 spaces, you're going to lay out 1 of 4 kegs. After that, you're going to count out 6 more spaces and lay out 4 hay. And they're just going to go on those spaces. So, all right, so here's what it'll look like. I counted around to 6 spaces, starting with the beginning there, and went through, and after I dealt out each one for 6 spaces each, like I started with this die here and went 6, 6, 6, 6, and came back around, and then started doing it with hay, 6, 6, 6, and 6. So that's basically how you're going to be laying these out. Now, how the game changes is just very slightly. When you land on one of these, a few things are going to happen. You can either get the hay or the tile or both. Same thing if you landed here. I could get the monk or the keg or both if I wanted to. When I land here, I can also get the die. Now the die is going to let me get my horse ready. So what I need to do is load it up. For every keg, and I can hope to 4 kegs in this cart, I have to pay 1 hay to feed my horse. So I pay the hay, feed my keg, and I can move 6 spaces. So you'll move 6 spaces on this board. Keep in mind that the forests are spaces as well. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and stay right there. After that happens, I would roll the die and we'd start all over again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So the person who went there would grab it, put out more kegs and hay, and move their cart 4 spaces. Now, on this game, when you get up to this one, you have to pay 1 keg over here. This is going to be worth 3 victory points at the end of the game. If you were carrying 2 kegs, then I'd deliver 1 here and then 1 up here. This is worth more, 4 points. If I was carrying 3 or 4 kegs, I'd have to drop 1 off here, 1 off here, and then I could drop either 1 or 2 up here, and that's worth big points. These are points at the end of the game. And that's basically what you're doing with the expansion. You're playing the game as usual, but playing the expansion. Now, when you surround one of these, you will get some of these bonuses here. You can either take the bonus, like this one is hay and keg, or flip it over and add it to your, you could take it, as a special there, for one-time special, or flip it over and have an extra space to carry more bales of hay, big kegs and hay. Let me just show you what these other bonuses do. These will add a +2 or +3 on your die. So like if I was, let's say I had my +3 out and I land here, instead of going 4, my cart can now move 7. So I go 1, 2, 3, deliver this one, 4, 5, 6, and if I had more I could load it up and bring it here to 7. All right, so that's basically how that goes. But that's for those +2s or +3s. You either get to use it as that or use it as an extra space. You can't do both. The ones with little wheel cartons, basically just let your cart move either 4 to 6 spaces. And the ones with the little beer steins on them, basically they're upgrades for this. The 5 goes over the 3. And the 6 goes over the 4. So you can actually get more in-game victory points. Now, at the end of the game, like I said, any kegs right here are worth half a point. Wherever your cart is, the kegs in your cart could be worth victory points. For instance, over here it's worth 1. If you get closer to one of the cities, it's worth 2. Again, right here, just worth half a point. And of course, just like everyone else, whoever has the most points wins. There is a extra barrel in the game. You'll just lay it over the side and basically say, hey, I've delivered 3 kegs. There's also a second place one for this for only 2 victory points. final thoughts. What do I think about the expansion? Well, first off, folks, as you know, I love Heaven and Hell. I think it's such a great game. So I was super excited when I heard about this. Now, this is within a package with a bunch of pre-orders. This one came out first, and the rest of them came out till right now. It got delayed till now. This is the one I was looking forward to a whole lot. It's just basically an add-on and just more to do. It's not a bad expansion. I do like it because it gives you a choice. Whether you don't have to go grab the tile, you can also just grab kegs or hay. That's nice. I like that. That's good. But is it necessary? Does it enhance the base game? No. It doesn't. Again, it's not a bad expansion. I'll play with it. I mean, yeah, it gives you buku extra points in the game. That's nice, I guess. People thought they didn't like low-scoring games. I don't know. If you didn't like Heaven and Hell, this is not going to make any difference whatsoever to you. If you like Heaven and Hell, you're not going to like it more. You're going to be like, okay. I mean, it's just an okay expansion. It just, like I said, just something extra added to it. Consider this not an expansion, but an extra module to the game to give you something else to do while you're playing Heaven and Hell. So not necessary, fun, but not necessary expansion. All right, gamers, that's all the time I have for now. Until next time, you know what to do. Game on!